Hi all. Jesus teaches us in the Lord's Prayer to say, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one." Now, at first glance, that's a strange line. Would God lead us into temptation? Doesn't James say the opposite? In James chapter 1:13, God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. And that's exactly right. God doesn't tempt us, but life does include tests, moments that reveal what's really in our hearts. And when we face those tests, sin and Satan are often waiting to twist the moment into temptation. In the Bible, the Greek word peirasmon means both test and temptation. It all depends on how we respond as to whether it is a test or a temptation. Now, God gives tests to grow our faith and our trust, but sin tries to hijack those same moments and turn them into traps. Think about Cain and Abel. God gave Cain a choice, an opportunity to do the right thing, but Cain let jealousy and anger rule his heart, and it ended in tragedy. God had warned him, "Sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." That's from Genesis 4:7. And that picture of sin as a wild animal is powerful. It connects to what Peter says later on. 1 Peter 5:8, "Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour." Tests come, and in those moments, we need help. That's why Jesus tells us to pray this way. Jesus didn't just teach this prayer, he lived it. In the Garden of Gethsemane, right before his arrest, Jesus was sorrowful and troubled, and he prayed, "Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will." And he told his disciples, "Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation." This is the same word, peirasmon. Even Jesus prayed not to fall into it. He passed his test. Because of that, he made a way for us to be saved from sin and death. And when we say, "Lead us not into temptation," we're praying something like this: "God, I know I'm weak. If possible, please protect me from the kind of tests where I might fail. But if I have to go through them, then please deliver me. Rescue me from sin, from the lies of the enemy, and from the damage that temptation might bring." We're asking God to guide us, to strengthen us, and to keep us from falling into sin when we face challenges. It says in Psalm 119, "Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I obey your word. It was good for me to be afflicted, so that I might learn your decrees." See, tests can grow us, and if we let God use them for our good, it will be good. Jesus ends the Lord's Prayer not with a triumphal shout, but with a humble request: "Help me not to fall. Save me from evil." And that's the prayer he wants us to pray too, because we're not strong, but we know we can be steadfast in his strength. When we know we are weak, we know that we need him. And so let's be honest with God. Let's pray like Jesus did, "Not my will, but yours be done." And let's trust that no matter what trial we walk through, God is with us, delivering us from evil and shaping us through test to become more and more like Jesus.